taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Start us off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense is on the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs at Stevens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Penn State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man down the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on first down. Gets the back moving. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball.
There he goes. Into the end zone. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Nittany Lions need to pick it up on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the run, it's Stevens. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. It's Wagner. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the left. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. So much about the pass passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted to stop the threat.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Martin. Back down to Dell. Move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games where that guy's hurt. We got young players, we're inexperienced, we're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get it done.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martin. Runs through a tackle. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by 7 over Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it to the right. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He gets it beyond the marker, and it'll be a first down for Northwestern.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Turning it on! Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Mayer. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mayer. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
But man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Covey. They'll immediately call timeout.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Right on the money. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. Are forced to settle for 3.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Got a little space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Finding an escape route. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Just keep slinging it. He's got it on the run. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The give on the option. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Covey. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stevens. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Northwestern. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Going right to work up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got to score. You got to stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Northwestern will have to punt it away. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's McGee. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. The give to the tailback. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Rush is on him. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Nittany Lions will try to convert on fourth down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's McGee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football, and they got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
He'll take another shot here. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Working that wide receiver screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Wildcats want to move quickly. He'll throw it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, They're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Oh, they're after him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Pressure coming. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Mayer. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, his head is spinning. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Stevens. And stiff arm got him a little space, but he'll be knocked down at the 11. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Wagner. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
You cannot say enough about this quarterback's toughness on that one. Staring downfield, knowing he's going to get absolutely blasted by the defender and still somehow able to deliver an accurate throw way down the field. It just does not get any better than that from the quarterback position.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll move the tight end. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment. In a 2-minute situation, they're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
Looking for the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Bears the pressure. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Winning